Welcome back, folks. It is 5:16 on this wonderful Monday morning. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump into the weather forecast for today. If we take a look at America's Mattress live tower cam, it's obviously still dark outside, but we're just shy of about 2 hours away from our sunrise. And our sunrise is getting earlier and earlier as these days are getting longer into 2023. Now, taking a look at our weather headlines for today, we've got more storms headed to our higher elevation areas down south and even over the Continental Divide. We've got a calm week anticipated for us in Grand Junction and Montrose, and our seasonal average temperatures are sticking around with us throughout this week. Essentially, we're going to be right around those average temperatures. And getting into our current temps right now, we're looking at 26 degrees in Grand Junction. We're feeling 17 in Montrose. Further east of us, we are looking to be a little bit on the cooler side of things. 14 degrees in Glenwood Springs, 9 in Aspen, and a crisp, cool -6 in Gunnison. But those temperatures are going to stay a little bit on the cooler side of things today as that storm kind of moves on through those higher elevation areas closer to the divide. And our almanac is going to show us our high today is 35 instead of our typical 39, and on the low end we're looking at 26 instead of our typical 18. So like I said, we are going to be rocking a little bit closer to those seasonal averages today, and on the low end we are looking to be a little bit on the warmer side of things at that 26 instead of 18. And getting into our overall setup, folks, we've got a little bit of some residual moisture hanging around that southern Colorado, as well as just a little bit moving on in from Utah as this low pressure system is pushing it on up, with a little bit of some cooler temperatures expected down over those southern areas, the San Juans, the Uinta Mountains. But this morning, this upper level low is going to continue and aid in snow over those southern Rockies, and we're going to get a little bit of some along that front range, but still mostly focused over that bottom part of Colorado as the snow shifts, and then it's going to finally move on out and head towards New Mexico in that evening hour. And getting into Tuesday, it's going to finally move on out, leaving us with that calmer weather that I was chatting about, but it's going to continue to aid in some rainfall, some snowfall over those southern plains throughout the afternoon time, and make its way on up to that east coast, those Great Lakes, cause some lake effect snow. And our snow potential, folks, for Colorado, we're really not looking for any in Grand Junction and Montrose, but in those higher elevation areas, we can expect just a couple of inches, less than 6 in most of those areas. So definitely on the more lighter side of things compared to what we've typically been used to. But getting into our snow totals, folks, we're not going to have any throughout Monday, Tuesday. And then as that storm kind of hits us, we're going to get a little bit of some residual moisture in some of those higher elevation areas. But again, for Montrose, Grand Junction, we are looking to have some dry weather. But we do have the system slowly coming out of the southwest U.S. Throughout today, and Tuesday the system is going to continue to move across the central U.S., leaving us with a little bit of moisture over New Mexico and in Texas. But getting into the rest of the week, we do have a little bit of some overcast skies sticking around with us, but those seasonal average temperatures are here to stay. And this weekend we're even going to have an increase in temperatures with those sunny skies, and Montrose is also going to continue to have the same kind of weather, where our coolest temperatures are going to be closer to the end of this week. So until then, stay warm and get outside if you've got a chance, folks.